Hi, I'm Casey with Keeping It YYC. Today we're joined by Sanja Serwa of Vossity. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. I'll start and have you tell us about your business.
Sure. So Vossity is based in Calgary. It is, I started it in September of, oh my gosh, 2016. That was our first official launch. So it'll be almost 4 years coming up this September. We're an online organic beauty company. So we specialize in vegan, non-toxic, cruelty-free beauty products. I like to say we're like Sephora, but all natural. So we provide everything from like hair care products to makeup to skincare to baby products, whatever you can think of, we have it. And we just make sure that it's abiding by all like the good guidelines and making sure that it's healthy and safe for everybody.
That's awesome. I'm happy to find out about this because recently I've been trying to go cruelty-free and everything.
Yeah.
And I find that like I'm sitting there doing a lot of Googling when I'm at the store and it's exhausting.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, you'd be surprised by how many like brands that like we love and companies are still testing on animals and stuff. And it's just once you find out, you're like, okay, well,
Yeah.
gotta do something different. Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings it all into one place. Okay. So you guys are an e-commerce already?
Yes, yeah. So we've been
Oh,
e-commerce since the beginning. We don't have any like retail locations. We do like markets here and there, but we're just primarily e-commerce. Yeah.
okay. So my next question is, what have you guys been having to do to adapt to this environment?
So it's been like a little tricky, obviously, because I find that, like a lot of our competitors that are a bit larger, everything's sort of been on sale. So we've kind of been forced into that like discount sort of, I guess, space, which is like difficult as a small brand because you never want to be like the company that everything's on sale all the time.
Mhm.
But we find that even when we're not, our customers really are really loyal. And so what we've really tried to focus on now is that, customer relation aspect of it and really thanking our customers that have been continuing to support us during this time and, doing a little extra for them, putting something extra in their orders or sending them gift cards to use, just because, they've stuck with us throughout all of this, and whether it's on sale or not, they're still purchasing every month. And when you have customers like that, it's so important to appreciate them, even if it's just like an email after the fact. I find that's kind of what's been a saving grace for us, being able to connect with them. And we've also been doing recently, we started doing these like little auctions, so it's kind of a way to give back to our customers as well, because there are definitely people who right now can't afford to probably buy a lot of stuff even if it's on sale. So what we've been doing is having these like live auctions where we just auction off items starting at $10, and people can get like $100 items for like $30. And while that might not be exactly profitable for us, I think it's just really fun to give back and get people engaged and help some people out who might rely on some of our products but can't afford them at this time. And it just feels good to do. It's fun.
Yeah, that does sound
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That's put that personal touch for customer retention.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you are going to keep them in the long run.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what can people do just in general to support their local businesses right now?
I think a lot of it, especially right now, kind of what's coming out in the sort of like the political climate that we live in, the economy is, being educated on what's out there and really doing your due diligence in searching for companies that are local. And, the information's out there. We just have to be willing to look. And so I think that, someone made a really good point about being like, if you're going to shop on Amazon, for example, and like I think we all do, it's like instead of, buying from Amazon, like look up that company name and see if it's possible to purchase from them just directly, because it might cost you a little bit more, but it just supports like a local business. And so it's the same as, if you're at the store and you're looking at like a shampoo, even if it's like cruelty free or vegan or whatever, because definitely stores now, I guess like chain stores are really trying to shift that sort of those sort of products, being like, okay, well, Shoppers has it, but I wonder if I can get this somewhere else. And I've caught myself a few times too, where, the Instagram ads get you and, you see things posted by celebrities or influencers and stuff. And you're like, oh, that looks great. But then I've been like, okay, well, that looks awesome, but I wonder if I can find it somewhere local. And honestly, 10 times out of 10, you can. Like, especially, I find, especially in Calgary, like we have such a plethora of wonderful entrepreneurs and people who are creating incredible things that it's so easy to find, find something that somebody's creating here that you might have purchased somewhere else originally.
Mm-hmm. I found that from doing this, I've noticed there is a really diverse amount of products I probably wouldn't have expected because I never looked for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like skincare
Really
lines made here in the city. Like I had no idea, right? You know?
Yeah, I have my own skincare line too, and I make it in Edmonton. So it's all like all Canadian and Alberta made. And I think once you realize how, I don't want to say it's easy, but how available it is to do that, you begin to kind of wonder if everything else is possible to get and be made here as well.
Yeah, and for the majority it is. So my final question for you is, are there any tips and tricks you can give to everybody in relation to your area of expertise?
Yeah, do you mean like business-wise or?
Whichever way you want to lead, business-wise or beauty-wise.
I mean, I could talk about that for hours, but I think business-wise, on one hand, I think, just stay true to who you are and don't feel the pressure to do what other people are doing. Trust that your business model is working and will continue to work. And yeah, are things that you definitely have to change up a little bit and adapt. But at the end of the day, believe in what you've created and believe in your customer base. And remember to support that customer base and let them know how grateful and thankful you are. And then from the beauty side, my only suggestion is just do your research and just know what's out there. Don't feel pressured to change everything. I live by an 80-20 rule. You can't be a perfect person. Nobody is. But if you can switch out the majority of your beauty products for something that is as equally great or maybe even better, but is just not harming animals, doesn't have any dangerous chemicals in it, then you should definitely try to, and just do your best. Like I said, nobody's perfect. We can't all be 100%. Not even me as someone who owns a beauty company that is focused on that specific, set of guidelines.
Yeah, I love that. You'll wear yourself out trying to be perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's actually all the questions I had for you. We do kind of like to have you end the interview by just looking into the camera, giving us your name, your business name, and just asking everybody to keep it local, keep it YYC.
Okay, so I'm Sanja. I own Vossity Beauty, and I'm saying keep it local, keep it YYC.